Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Zulfadli and today I'm going to present about Arrow's impossibility theorem, a famous idea in voting theory that shows the surprising challenges in making fair group decisions. This presentation is part of my IMS555 individual motion graphic assignment. Arrow's theorem was introduced by economist Kenneth Arrow in 1951. At the time, he was trying to solve a basic but important question. Can we design a perfect voting system that turns what individuals want into one fair group choice? What he discovered shocked many people. He mathematically proved that when there are three or more options, it's impossible to create a voting method that is completely fair according to some logical rules. His work later earned him a Nobel Prize in economics. So, what's the big deal? Even in democratic system where everyone gets a vote, the final result can still be unfair or inconsistent. That's what Arrow's theorem shows us. Even if every voter is honest, the outcome can depend too much on how the votes are counted or even on unrelated choices being present. This means our usual idea of majority rules doesn't always work as fairly as we think. Arrow identified four key fairness rules every good voting system should follow, which is universality, Pareto efficiency, the independence of irrelevant alternatives, and non-dictatorship. First, universality. The system should accept any kind of preferences. Whether voters have strange, mixed, or simple opinions, the system must still work. The second one is Pareto efficiency. If everyone agrees that A is better than B, then the group decision should also pick A over B. Third, independence of irrelevant alternatives. The choice between A and B shouldn't be affected by a third option like C. So, just because someone adds a new candidate, the group's original decision shouldn't change. And finally, non-dictatorship. No one person should always decide the outcome no matter what others think. Let me give you a simple example to show how this works. Imagine three voters, Adam, Zach, and Nopal, and they have to choose between three food options, pizza, burger, and sushi. Adam likes pizza over burger and sushi. Zach prefers burger over sushi and pizza. And Nopal prefers sushi over pizza and burger. Now, if we count their preferences in pairs, pizza beats burger, burger beats sushi, and sushi beats pizza. That creates a loop. Each option beats another. There's no clear winner. This is called a voting paradox, and it proves that even with fair and logical individual votes, the group choice can be confusing or even impossible. This is exactly the problem Arrow identified. So, what's the conclusion? Arrow's theorem teaches us that no voting system is perfect. We can try different methods like majority voting, ranked choice, or point system, but each one will break at least one fairness rule. That doesn't mean democracy is broken, but it means we need to understand the limits and be careful when designing how decisions are made, whether in politics, business, or even algorithms. This theorem is still very relevant today, especially when designing system that needs to be fair and balanced. These are the sources I used in preparing this presentation, including Kenneth Arrow's original book, academic articles by Amartya Sen, and summaries from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy and Investopedia. All help me understand the core idea and its impact. That's all from me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you now see how Arrow's theorem gives us a new way to think about fairness, voting, and group decision making.